Hi, I'm Kenneth WAJDA. I'm a professional photographer here in Colorado, and welcome to another one of my photography talks. Today I want to talk about maybe framing one photograph. If you make a photograph of somebody, instead of just getting it printed, or printing it yourself if you have a darkroom, but also putting it in a little frame and giving it to them. This is the photo I photographed of this man named Leo. I think I mentioned him in a previous talk. And I made up two prints in my darkroom, and one is for Leo and his family, and one is for the owner of the house that had the party where I photographed him because he's a good friend of his. And giving a photograph in a frame, not only does it give it a place of protection, but it's a little bit of a place of honor. It's now no longer a piece of paper. Now it's an object that goes on a bookshelf or a desk, and it lives with us. And to be able to gift that to them, that's something that I think is really, really an important aspect of photography. So if we're photographing people anyway, and we can get them copies of the photographs, these frames came from thrift stores. In fact, I was at a thrift store and I was looking at frames, and a guy who was a photographer, and he worked at the store, but he was telling me, he said, I could fill up this whole store from floor to ceiling with picture frames only, because picture frames come in like in droves. And it always makes me wonder, it's like, well, what happened to the photos that were in them? And they're not all brand new photo frames, so is somebody saving the photographs, I hope? I hope they're not just clearing them out so they can donate the frames and ditching them. But what happened to all the photographs? And aren't there other photographs that they might use those frames for? It doesn't appear so, based on what he says about how the thrift stores fill up with picture frames. But you can pick them up for $1. I hand print my own photographs that are black and white, so it's no cost virtually for me to make them, and then I'm able to present them, and when I'm working for a client, I can do the same setup and I can sell them, and then they have a choice of frames. We'll actually go out and work on a purchase of those. But for something like this, it's like, it's a gift, and it's such a wonderful gift. And if you have photographs of people that you've made and they've expressed an interest in enjoying that photograph, maybe try making up a print, putting it in a frame, and that's the kind of gift that it's not about expense, it's about caring enough to do it, and it'll be really appreciated. All right, that's today's photography talk. If you're enjoying these, hit the subscribe button and I'll bring you some more. Thanks.